this is Mr. Champlin here. I'm going to review the notes for this week. It should be a 3-video series. This one is going to be specifically using slope to prove that a parallelogram, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram in the coordinate plane using the XY axis. If you do not remember the slope formula or you don't understand it, please go back to the last lesson and review the slope formula, okay? Because this one, we really want to focus on how to use it to prove a quadrilateral is parallelogram. And how do we do this? Well, the slope formula can show that two sides are parallel by having equal slopes, or the slope formula can show that two sides are perpendicular by having a negative reciprocal slope. Okay? All right. So let's look at an example. Show that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, to do this, I'm going to find the slope of each line segment, and I'm going to start off with the line segment AB. Okay? Okay, so for A, I made my x2, y2 values, and then for B, I made it my x1, y1 values. So don't forget, y goes in the numerator, y is on top, okay, and x is in the denominator, x is on the bottom. So, and also look, notice I wrote lowercase m AB. That means the slope of line AB, okay? So that's why I wrote a little m above the AB. All right, so when you get this, you're going to get the slope is going to equal, the slope for AB equals 5 minus 3 over negative 1 minus 3, which equals 2 over negative 4, which you're going to get a slope of negative 1/2. Okay, now let's pick another line segment, and I'm going to pick BC. Okay, so now my slope, notice the little m of BC, it equals 3 minus negative 4 over 3 minus 6, which equals 7 over negative 3. And you really can't reduce that, so it's going to be negative 7/3. Okay, I'm just going to really quickly do the next two, okay? All right, so I quickly did the slope of CD, which I got an answer of negative 1/2, and I did the slope of AD, which I got the answer negative 7/3. And what do we notice? Look at this. That the slope of AB equals negative 1/2 and the slope of CD equals negative 1/2. That means both of those are parallel. Both of those are parallel. So I drew the little arrows on my AB and DC. And also, look, the slope of BC is negative 7/3 and the slope of AD is negative 7/3. So those are parallel too. And I drew the arrows on my graph. All right, so we're almost done with this problem. Just one little step. We just got to give our statement of why. And for the statement, you just will have to write, since AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC, opposite sides are parallel. ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay? Awesome. Let's just take a look at one thing real quick. For example 2, it wants us to show the quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram using slope again. Okay, I'm going to do this really quick, the whole problem. See if you guys can figure it out. I want to show you the answer, and then if you have any questions, you can ask me through Google Classroom, okay? All right, so when you solve out the example 2, yes, you do notice that AB and CD are the same values and BC and AD are the same values. So they are parallel slopes. However, what you do notice is that looking at A, B, and BC, they're negative reciprocals. The fractions are flipped and negated. Okay, so because they're negative reciprocals, then AB is perpendicular to BC, BC is perpendicular to CD, CD is perpendicular to AD, and AD is perpendicular to AB. So all the angles in this is 90 degrees, which means opposite angles are congruent. So to finish this problem, all you have to do is write, because opposite angles are congruent, ABCD is a parallelogram. Guys, I hope this video was informative. I hope you guys are doing well. Can't wait to see you at the next video. Guys, have a great day. Please feel free to ask Ms. Claus or I, Mr. Champlin, any questions through Google Classroom or email. Thank you. Bye.